Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to talk about the search agency and AdMax Local. Just going to give you a quick run through, a bit of background on our organisation, so you can understand sort of where we've come from and why we've put together the AdMax Local solution, and some of the reasons why the Local Search Association awarded us the Add to Action Award for implementation. From the LSA's perspective, we demonstrated an innovative way to create target traffic and measure local search advertising. I just want to sort of walk you through some of the other pieces on that. So let's go to the next slide, Joe. So we've been around for over a decade and have always been building technology platforms to help deliver better results and better efficiency in digital marketing. Always looking to use available data to automate those decisions, and from a search agency side, utilizing discipline specialists to provide agency services. What we started doing with the AdMax Local solution is licensing that technology out to partners of ours, and are doing that within the US market, and are also present in the European and also the Asian markets. Just go on to the next slide. So what is AdMax Local? Well, it is essentially fully automated Google AdWords. It is a platform which is used by large intermediaries who've got a large quantity of clients that they're wanting to run paid search campaigns for. The platform itself allows those partners to both operate profitably, whilst also delivering significant return on investment to local businesses. We've taken a very unique approach to the management of search advertising. It's an approach which has been based on the background that we've had as an agency. We've obviously built up over a decade's worth of best practices in terms of how to structure and manage and optimize local digital marketing campaigns, as well as a decade's worth of experience with the search engine APIs, how to use bid management to drive superior results for end businesses. And taken that knowledge, as well as our technical knowledge, and built it into the overall platform. One of the reasons we put AdMax Local together was we found there was not a solution in the market that adequately served the needs of locally orientated campaigns. Let's just move to the next slide, Joe. Existing solutions and existing approaches within the market were very much focused around the agency model. There'll be sort of many amongst the audience today who are used to this type of approach, whereby you need to use people to create and manage local search marketing campaigns. It's fairly labor intensive, and this is a model that's come from traditional large national advertisers. What you'll do is you'll have a very skilled team. You'll use some pieces of technology to assist at different stages of the management process, but essentially you need people all the way through to make decisions. So here there's a sort of usage of labor as a unique selling proposition, and the fact that those larger national advertisers have got a larger overall fee base allows the cost of that labor to be absorbed. And that approach was essentially used to try to deliver paid search campaigns for more local businesses, be those larger national local organizations that are wanting to run campaigns across hundreds or thousands of different locations, or be those organizations that want to serve and support more local businesses and run hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of campaigns for those types of businesses. And we saw that was an approach that was struggling. The labor costs involved didn't scale to those types of local campaigns. And so we thought, well, there's got to be a better way of doing this. So just move to the next slide. And that's some of the reasons for putting together AdMax Local, is that we understood there was a lot of serial tasks that were going on with the management of paid search campaigns, a lot of pieces that could be automated, and that, in fact, automation can actually deliver better results and better decisions for those end advertisers. By automating the serial inputs that are needed to manage those local search campaigns, we've managed to reduce labor costs for our partners by up to 90%. What we've also managed to do is to create a solution that delivers a consistency of quality by making sure that you have a set of tools that are looking after both the creation and management of search campaigns. You're getting inequality of quality across all those campaigns. Whereas across labor groups, you're going to have some superstars and some lower performers that can create a sort of variety within the quality of those end campaigns. So our system essentially is one that can be put into the hands of salespeople to, at the beginning of campaigns, assist them with the sales process. There is a whole range of tools which assist with traffic estimation and what price campaigns can be sold at for the local market, based on some very core and simple inputs. We ask a salesperson to ask a business just really two questions, which is what do you do and where do you do it? And off the inputs from that, off the taxonomies that we have for those two inputs of what a business does and where it does it, we're able to give a good guide on what budget can be invested and what the outcomes will be, so what clicks will follow, what leads will follow for those campaigns. Off the back of those inputs, our system, then once the budget is confirmed, handles everything else, and there is no need to, from a partner perspective, construct teams of people who are going to perform those serial actions. The system's going off and creating the accounts, the campaign structures, the keywords, the ad copy, suitable match types, long list of negatives, relevant ad copy to the end keyword, setting up good quality campaigns that are scored well by the search engines. What it's then doing is managing everything in terms of the ongoing optimization of those accounts. So making sure that budgets are allocated appropriately and spent appropriately, making sure that bids are optimized to be able to drive the best results for that end client, and also providing fully automated keyword and ad copy optimization so those campaigns are improved as they move forward. It's here that the system has, from automation, another advantage over the traditional agency models. In that through automation, we can make decisions much quicker and also use very rich data sets from across those taxonomies. Sometimes when trying to manage and optimize local search campaigns for an end small client, it can take months, if not years, to be able to build up sufficient data to know what's working well and what's working badly. An automated system, by understanding how all types of local business or certain local locations are performing, are able to make those decisions much quicker and able to impact many more clients. So that provides more rapid optimization and also augments that optimization overall. It means from a partner side, you're able to leverage that same sales force, deliver quality campaigns, and then have the system pop out the other end, the results in terms of clicks, impressions, traffic, leads, so that you're then able to inform end clients about the performance of those campaigns. This is the reason why we've been awarded the LSA award, is that we've taken a revolutionary and innovative approach to managing paid search campaigns. By producing a system that has full automation, this improves results for those end clients, whilst also making it possible for our partners to run these campaigns. Equivalent approaches within the market were unable to really provide a system that could produce those types of end results, or one that was able to reach down to lower spending clients. And it's possible with our system to run profitably, both from a partner perspective and also from an end small business perspective, campaigns that are running in the low tens of dollars per month. So we'll move on to the next slide here. So in summary, we've put together a system which automates and has got a range of benefits around that. Some of the other things around automation that are useful from a partner perspective is that you can sometimes have a bottleneck when you're starting to load campaigns onto the system. You can only go as fast as your people can. With full automation, you can throw as many sales as you want at the system, and it will be able to pass those through and set up appropriate and high-quality campaigns. So that onboarding process is speeded. The optimization process is able to make decisions more quickly and also more often. When you're looking at a traditional sort of agency model, you've normally got anywhere between sort of 50 to 150 accounts being managed by an individual account manager. It means that essentially over the course of a month, when you're looking at sort of productive hours, it's less than an hour per account that can actually be allocated to the optimization. When you're looking at a fully automated system, it's keeping an eye on everything at all times, and it's able to make decisions every single day on behalf of those accounts to drive better results. Ultimately, that allows partners of ours to manage many thousands, if not sort of tens or hundreds of thousands of campaigns, and to do so successfully with good retention rates, driving good results for their own clients.
Do you need any search expertise to use the platform?
No, one of the purposes of the platform is that we allow existing sales forces and personnel who don't necessarily have a digital background or don't have an expertise within search marketing or digital marketing to use it. By boiling down the decisions within the platform to those types of things that people are used to. So when you're talking to a local business, talking to them about what do you do and where do you do it, what type of outcomes you're looking for, how many leads you're looking to get, our system's unable to do everything else from a setup perspective. It helps us to keep the sort of the discussion out of the weeds of the techniques and more focused on the outcomes. In a similar way to the way in which when a plumber comes around to my house to come and fix my taps, I don't ask him which tool he's taking out of the toolbox to do it. I trust him to do the job. It's a similar idea from a platform perspective when talking to that local business to be able to focus on the outcomes. What does it mean to them rather than necessarily the techniques? And that allows existing sales forces and personnel to be able to run and operate the platform.
Is your platform able to tie in AdWords campaigns with Google Local?
So from an ability to be able to link into to other elements, we can benefit from those things that are available from within the APIs. Google Local and the sort of the Google Plus and sort of local business and those types of things, functionalities are going through a range of changes at the moment. You may have seen that they're talking about sort of the Google My Business platform, and in the same ways that we've been able to operate with the location extension APIs to be able to deliver. I'm sorry to go into the techniques because it's more of a technical question. We've been able to leverage the location extension APIs to deliver location extensions which get people onto maps and all those types of things. We're expecting a similar range of functionality to be available with the Google My Business piece. Initial parts of that, from my understanding, are going to be driven slightly differently. But anything which is available within the APIs and can benefit local businesses, we're able to drive through and make sure that local businesses can be present within all the search places that they need to be.